I don't understand why you keep referring to profit margins when talking about your Amazon FBA business, and more importantly, when talking about sourcing, because I made a couple of videos to differentiate, like to actually tell you guys what's the difference in between return on investment and profit margins. But I need to make an extra one because it looks like it's a little bit hard for a few of you to actually understand. And I'm actually going to show you some examples, and we are actually going to take the whiteboard and look at my beautiful drawing so you can hopefully finally understand why profit margins does not matter at all in your business, okay? In your e-commerce business. It doesn't matter if it's eBay, it doesn't matter if it's Amazon FBA, it does not matter if you are selling on, I don't know, if you are selling on Mercury, whatever. Profit margins does not matter, all right? And on your day-to-day operation, it doesn't matter which business you are in, you are never going to look at the margins when making decisions, okay? What you are going to look at is what is called return on investment, because you need to understand something, all right? If you run a business, what you are essentially doing, it does not matter what type of business you are actually running, whether it is a service business, whether it is an Amazon business, whether it really does not matter, all right? At the end of the day, what is a business? And it's not even my word, okay? It's Warren Buffett's words, okay? So if you don't know what Warren Buffett is, there's nothing I can do for you. Just go look for him, all right? But what a business is, in essence, is an entity that turns cash into inventory into account receivable, and account receivable back into cash. Okay, so you can see it as a circle, okay? Cash, you take cash, okay? You get inventory with it, or of course, if you are in a service business, it's not going to be called inventory, okay? It's the service that you actually did, okay? Just go get an accountant, somebody that knows about accounting, okay? My accounting knowledge is limited. I forgot what the name of the specific account is, but you get the idea, okay? So you turn your cash into inventory by actually buying inventory. If you are in the service business, you actually pay your worker to perform the service, okay? All right, so you need to be paid for those service or those that inventory from your customers, okay? So this is when actually first, like whenever you deliver it to your customers, this inventory or this service performed turned into account receivable, okay? And then you need to turn those account receivable into cash, which is easy back into cash, which is super easy if you are on Amazon, because Amazon takes care of that for you, okay? You do not need to chase customers for them to actually pay you, right? But this is how a business performs, right? So you can see that the only thing that you should be focused on, okay, if you are running an Amazon business, is how to actually turn your cash into profitable inventory that is going to sell and turn back into account receivable, okay? That's it. You take your cash, you turn it into inventory, and you turn that inventory back into cash. Okay, let's forget about accounts receivable, because it's going to make it too complicated for a lot of you guys that have super small brains. All right. So let me just let's okay. So this is going to be it. Okay, you have cash right there. You have cash. Okay, so cash, and yes, I know I'm super good at drawing. All right, this is a piece of art. So you have cash. You turn it into inventory. All right. Okay, you get the idea. I'm not going to write the whole thing. Inventory. And you turn that back into cash. All right. We are going to simplify this. Okay, cash to inventory, back to cash. All right. And hopefully, once you are done with a cycle, you have a little bit more money than you started with. Okay. That's all that matters. All right. That's the only thing that matters. It's how much cash you actually start with and how much cash you end up with in your pocket. That's the only thing that matters. So and you need to understand the difference in between return on investment and profit margins, right? So let me just put my phone right out to make sure that there's no interference. All right. So what is return on investment? Return on investment is the percentage of, so pretty much you take your profit, you divide your profit by the money that you actually invested into the project or into the products. For example, if you buy a product for $10, if you make $7 profit when you sell it, so if you sell it for $17, okay, all cash. Let's forget about Amazon. All right, let's 100% forget about Amazon. If you buy a product, okay, you buy a product and you sell it to your brother. Tomorrow, you buy a product for $10. You sell this product for $15. All right, you make $5 profit on top of the $10 that you get back, right? And you know what? I really need to be super specific with this stuff because I don't know if you hang out a lot on Twitter, but there are some accounts actually doing some engagement baiting that actually post those kind of questions talking about profit and trying to calculate profit, because there's just so many people that actually answer wrong, and you see how stupid the average guy is. All right, how stupid the average guy is that cannot even calculate profit, and so it should tell you like what your competition looks like if you sell on Amazon, right? But so you buy something for $10, you sell it for $15, you make $5 profit, okay? And you get the $10 that you invested back, all right? So at the end of the day, you have $15. You started with $10, you end up with $15. So since you invested $10 and you make $5 on top of that, your return on investment is going to be $5 divided by the $10 that you invested. So your return on investment is 50%, okay? So on top of what you paid for, you get 50% more money, all right, when all things are done. All right, so this is what return on investment is. All right, let's take the same example. All right, if you want to calculate your profit margin, so your profit margins is the percentage that the profit, like the percentage of the wholesale price that the profit represents. So in that case, you sold the item for $15, you made $5 profit, so you have a return on investment of 5 divided by 55, 5 divided by 15, which is 33.33333%, okay? Which is 1/3, all right? So 1/3, like you are making 1/3 on top of what you actually invested, 1/3 more money. All right, so this is what profit margins are. All right, so profit margins, if it's a cash business, okay, 100% cash business, you pay no tax, there's no fee, all that stuff. Profit margins are going to be constant, okay. And so let's go back to this. So profit margins are going to be constant. So if you pay, so this is your buy cost, okay, represented as a bar. All right, so you make $5, so this is $5, so this is the profit, okay. And yes, once again, this is a work of art, and this is $10. Of course, proportions are not exact, okay? Do not come in the comments and actually, I don't give a fuck, all right? So, yeah, here we go. So, and the whole sales price, this whole thing is $15, okay? $15, okay? So, this is 33%. Here we go. This is 66%. Okay, and so in that case, you know, you could be making your decision based on the profit margins. Why? Because you have no extra fees, no extra costs, no tax, no nothing that are going to come into play right there. All right, like you're not going to pay shipping fee, you're not going to pay Amazon fees, you're not going to pay eBay fees, you're not going to pay anything. So at the end of the day, the profit margins will actually could actually be something that you actually look at to make your decision, right? Because it is going to be stable, okay? Because you have nothing extra, no variable costs that are added on top of that. And so because of that, looking at the profit margins could actually be interesting, right? Now, here's the thing. With Amazon, and of course, like the profit margins is not even telling you, and this is why actually profit margins is such a dumb metric, okay? Profit margins are not going to tell you if you, I mean, yes, it's going to tell you if you are profitable, but it's not going to, like, it's not going to tell you a lot about your profitability, okay? You are going to understand, why I'm saying this, okay? It's not going to tell you a lot about your profitability. All right, you're going to see why right now, all right? Because we are going to make things a little bit more difficult, okay? Like we are going to do the exact same thing, except that we are actually selling on Amazon, okay? And since we are selling on Amazon, instead of selling this for $15, what we are going to do is we are going to, let me just remove this, okay? Let's forget about this. And it's too small, okay? So just remember this, okay? I know it's going to be a little bit hard for you P-brains guys, okay? For those of you, of course, it's just 1% of you guys. I know that most of you guys are super smart if you're watching my channel, because this is the best Amazon FBA channel on YouTube, all right? But let's just take another example. So let's take the same product that you sold to your brothers at $15, okay? Let's say that you were selling this product on Amazon instead, right? So instead of selling it on Amazon, you want to make exactly $5 profit, okay? So you buy this product for $10. Let's say that Amazon says that if you sell this product at $17, they're going to charge you $2 fees, right? So you're going to have $2 right there that are fees. Here we go. I have such a hard time drawing with my, and you cannot see it because of my beautiful face right there on the right. But you know what? Let's just move this. Let's just move this here. Let me move this here. Okay, you're gonna see me top left for the first time in your life. So this is $2. It's not 12. It's 2. Okay, my end drawing is terrible. Okay, so this is your old revenue. Okay, you used to make $15 selling this item to your neighbors, to your brothers, to your family. All right, you used to make $15. Now you sell on Amazon, so Amazon is going to charge you fees. All right, so your old sales price, you need to make the exact same amount of money. You need to actually sell it for 17 instead of 15. Right, and this is a mess. Oh my god. Hopefully you guys can understand. You need to sell this at 17 instead of 15 if you want to make the same exact amount of money, because you are still going to make, since Amazon is going to charge you $2 of fees, you are still going to make, here we go, you are still going to make $5 profit because you bought this item for $10, right? So you can see that your profit margins is actually going to decrease. So your profit margins is going to be 5 divided by 17. Here we go. So which is 29%. Okay, pretty much 29% profit margins. So profit margins are going to be 29%. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my god, I'm so bad. And we're going to write profit margin PM. Okay, but your return on investment is going to be exactly the same as the example that we used above. Your return on investment, you still invested $10, you still sold the item for you still made $5 profit selling this item because you sold it for $17. Amazon took $2, so you make $5 profit. So at the end of the day, your return on investment is staying the same, is staying 50%. All right, and of course, yeah, whatever, you get the idea. Okay, your return on investment is staying at 50%. All right, so let me just move back. Let me just move back to where I used to be. Here we go. Perfect. So you can see that your return on investment is exactly the same, but your profit margins are actually different, right? So if you were to make decisions based on your profit margins on this, oh my god, I'm so bad. If you were to make decisions on your profit margins, and your profit margins right there is 33, this is supposed to be showing 33, right? I know this is a mess, whatever. It looks like a kid actually drew this. But I'm drawing, by the way, for my defense, I'm actually drawing with my mouse, okay? My handwriting is actually terrible, okay? Like, if I actually were to write with a pen, I actually write like a kid. My handwriting is super bad, okay? It's terrible, okay? You do not want to read, you do not want to see my handwriting. So you can imagine how bad it is if I need to draw with this thing right there, with my mouth. It's going to be terrible, right? But whatever. So here, so you can see that your profit margins is at 29% instead of 33%, okay? 33%. So your profit margins are 4% lower, right? So at the end of the day, you made the exact same amount of money, but if you were to actually look at the profit margin, and this is just a basic example, right? So we are going to look at example on Amazon, because this may not make a lot of sense so far, but you're going to see where I'm going with this, all right? So your return on investment is exactly the same, okay? You're still making $5 profits, all right? But your profit margins is different. So on Amazon, it's going to be 29%, and on if you were to sell it to, like, in real life, okay, IRL, to your brother, to your neighbors, all that stuff, you are going to have like a profit margins of 33%, but still the same amount of return on investment. So if you were to actually look at those two things, all right, if you were to actually look at those two products, let's say that there were different products, you would say that the first product is a better product than the second product, okay? If you were to judge based on the profit margins. The thing is that, first of all, it's the exact same product, just that you are selling it on two different market, and one market is actually charging you a little bit more it's charging you fees to sell it, but you're able to sell it for a little bit more money, and at the end of the day, your return on investment is exactly the same. So you can invest $10, and let's say that they sell at the same exact speed. Where should you choose to sell the item? It does not matter, because at the end of the day, you are still going to make the same amount of money. All right, if this is the only thing, everything else is equal, you're going to make the exact same amount of money, right? Just the only thing that is going to be different is that your price is going to be a little bit higher, all right? But here's the thing, and the reason why I'm actually making this video is to make you guys understand that profit margins does not matter, and I'm going to show you why. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters, and in a previous video, I actually talked about an exchange that I had with a dumb guy 2 years ago, probably on Twitter, talking about this, right? And this guy was not even selling on Amazon, but whatever. So this guy was pretty much this guy was saying, like, it was somebody that actually left us something. It said, are you looking at return on investment or profit margins in your Amazon business? And so my answer was, day-to-day operations, I'm just looking at return on investments. Profit margins can be something interesting to look at if you want to have the whole picture, if you want to look at benchmarks for business. And I don't even believe that anymore, okay? This is actually so dumb, and I'm going to tell you why. That was actually dumb. Like, the only thing that matters at the end of the day is return on investment. Because going to explain to you guys why in a few. But so, and that guy came and actually replied to me and said, like, this, like, if you want to sell your Amazon business, at the end of the day, like, people, like the guy that is going to buy your Amazon business is just going to look at your profit margins, which is not true, by the way, okay? Because profit margins doesn't matter. You are going to look at the return on investment to see, because you need to look at the entire picture, right? This does not matter. The reason why you are not going to look at profit margins is because Amazon is charging you a whole lot of fees, and at the end of the day, the only amount of money that you're going to see on your account, on your bank account, is whatever Amazon is dispersing you, okay? So the fees, they actually retain the fees, right? So at the end of the day, even if you are buying an Amazon business, the profit margins does not matter. Nobody's going to look at the profit margins. Somebody may look for it if they actually look at revenue, and then they want to see how much profit you make from that revenue, but at the end of the day, it does not matter. It does not tell you anything about the business. Nothing at all. Because there's a big part of that money that doesn't matter. And the best example of this is, and we are going to look at example directly on Amazon, but let's say you sell a product, and this is extreme examples, right? But let's say you sell a product for you buy a product for 50 cents, okay? You are able to make 50 cents profit. Like you are going to sell it at $100, okay, at $100. But Amazon is going to take 99%, 99% of that money. Amazon's going to take it as fee. So at the end of the day, you're making 50 cents profit. Are you buying this product? Yes, I'm buying this product because I'm making a 100% return on investment on that money, right? So, but my profit margins will be 0.5%, okay? My profit margins will be 0.5%. But even if it was the case, I could run an extremely successful business. And of course, it's an extreme example. So yeah, do not come and talk to me about returns, all that stuff, what is going to happen. It's an hypothetical example, right? At the end of the day, if I run an Amazon business, it doesn't matter, like I do not care about the fees. The only thing that matters is that I make an extra 50 cents on top of that. The selling price does not matter at all to me, okay? The only thing that matters is how much money how much I paid for that item, and how much profit I'm gonna get for that item. The selling price in itself does not matter at all. So it doesn't matter if the item sells for $100 because Amazon is charging $99 fees. It doesn't matter if the item is selling for $20 and I'm making the exact same amount of, like, I do not care. I do not care about the fee. The only thing that matters is how much profit I make. That's it. So profit margins is, like, it's not telling you a lot about the business. But let's just look. So you should have understood this, okay, with what I just said, with what I said so far, right? But what we are going to look at, I have some example from Amazon for you guys that we're going to look at right. So here's the first, and we're going to look at two products, okay? So this product from Nature Made, okay, which, by the way, I forgot to share my screen, which, by the way, you're probably not going to be able to sell it anymore if you have a new account. Pretty much the same thing that's happening with Nike. And this Nike Air Max 1, I'm sorry. So let's assume that, and of course it's not going to be the case, right? This is hypothetical. Once again, this is just to show you, all right? So here's two products, okay? So the first, this Nature Made product, I can buy it at $50, sell it at $200, okay? And I'm going to make $115.95 profit, all right? By selling this at $200, okay? This exact same shoe, this Nike shoe, if I buy it for $50, sell it for $205.32, I'm going to make $115.95 profit. Which product is better? This one has a 57% profit margins. Let's assume that everything else is equal once again, okay? I know Amazon is on this listing, Amazon is not on the other listing. Let's assume that you can actually get the exact same amount of buy box on both, all right? This product has a 57.98% profit margins. This product has a 56.47 profit margins. Which product is better if everything else is equal? If you actually said that this product is better because the profit margins is higher, you are actually retarded. I'm sorry to tell you, because I just explained to you in the last 19 minutes, I actually explained to you guys why profit margins does not matter and why this is not something that you should look at and why these products are the exact same. Okay, at the end of the day, you're going to make the exact same amount of money. You are going to make $115.95 on both. Okay, as you can see right there. And of course, it's if they are selling at the same speed. I know, okay? Like, do not come and say, oh, but they're not selling at the same speed. Looking at extra like analysis. I do not care about that. I'm talking specifically about profit margins and return on investment. Okay? So you are going to see that the return on investment is exactly the same, but the profit margins is not. So does that mean that this product is better than this one because this one has a 57% return, 57% profit margins, and this one has a 56.47% profit margins? No, not at all. Those products are exactly the same. You made the exact same amount of money. The only thing that is different is that you are selling this one for $200, you are selling this one for $205.32. To make the same amount of return on investment, you need to sell this product for a little bit more money, right? So this should show you that profit margins does not matter. The reason why, and let's go back to the drawing board. All right, let's go back here. The reason why is let's design our products revenue the same way as we did before. Okay, the reason why is let's use this example as this product as example. So we sold them for $200. I mean, no, the first one we sell it for $200. The second one we sell it for a little bit more money. Okay, and you are not going to see this, so I need to. So look, for a little bit more money. You see the rectangle is a little bit bigger. All right. So let me just move myself right there. Here we go. So this is going to make more sense. You can see everything this way. And so this would be 200 and I don't remember, $205, 205.32. All right. So the profit on both those products is going to be the exact same, right? So the profit is going to be $115.95. So the profit, so this is product A, this is product B, this is product A, this is, and it's actually the opposite. This is product A, this is product B, right? So we are going to make $115.95 profit on both those products, all right? So let me just change the color, okay, so we can draw the profit. Here we go. So 115 profit should be around here, all right? So 115, both products, product A, product B. This is the profit, okay? This is the profit right there. This is the profit for product A. This is the profit for product B. It's exactly the same. All right. Yes, my drawing, amazing. I know. Do not tell me. Yeah. So this is the profit. All right. The buy cost is $50. Okay. So your buy cost, the buy cost, we're going to put it in black. All right. You know what? Let's put the black cost, the buy cost. I'm sorry. Let's put it in blue. All right. We love blue. So $50, something like this. Here we go. And a little bit too big. I do not like that. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Here we go. $50 right there. All right. So this is going to be our buy cost. All right. Which is right here. Our buy cost. $50. All right. So let me write $50. Yes. Terrible. I know. And let me write 115 whatever. Let's just call it $115. All right. For both right there. All right. So, and I know you've been looking at a grown man drawing like a kid for like 23 minutes, okay? Cope with it, I don't care. But yeah, so what is going to be that? So pretty much the amount of money that we're going to get, and let me just show you this, okay? Because this is something that you need to understand, all right, with Amazon. If you sell this item for $200 or $205, it is not going to change anything, okay? You are going to receive the same exact amount. I'm logging into a Sellerboard demo account, but like if you sell those two products, at the end of the day, Amazon is going to drop, like to put into your account the same exact amount of money, okay? Which is called the, I forgot. I think it's called the disbursement. Not 100% sure, but the whatever. We're going to see on Sellerboard and we're going to look at it, right? But you can see that like this, like if you add this to this, it's $115 that you are going to get back from Amazon that they are going to drop you. And this is called the payout. Here we go. So Amazon is going to pay you. So this, the buy cost plus the profit is what Amazon is going to pay you. So it's going to be the payout. All right. So for both products, you're going to receive a payout of $165. Okay. You remove the buy cost, which is 50. You make $115 profit on both. Okay. So this plus this is the payout. All right. What is left on the right is the fees, and you can see that these two products have the same buy cost, have the same profit. Okay, they make the exact same profit, but the fees are going to be different right there. Okay, and so because of that, this product is going to sell for for $200. This one is going to sell for 205 something, okay? Because this is the extra fees. The product costs the exact same amount of money for you to buy. You make the exact same amount of profit from both, but in between those two products, the fees are going to change, because fees sometimes change based on the category. There's a lot of things that can vary, okay? And there's no need for you to actually try to predict them for every single one category, because SellerAmp is going to calculate this for you and Amazon is going to calculate this for you, okay? The reason why this product is going to be, to have more fees on this product is because it's a shoe, okay? So it's more heavy, it takes more space, the volume is bigger, so you need a bigger shipment to actually ship it. So your inbound shipping is going to cost more, right? If we actually look at, because we can actually scroll down and we can actually compare all the fees that Amazon is going to charge you for this FBA8, you're going to have an inbound shipping cost of 15 cents and a fulfillment fee of $3.90, okay, and a referral fee of $30, okay? Let's look at this, all right? Let's look at this, and we are going to see that things are going to be different for this specific product. All right, where are the fees? The fees are right there. So if we actually look at the referral fee is going to be a tiny bit more expensive. Okay, but let's just assume that we want to sell this at $200, so we can see exactly what is going to be different. Okay, so if we set it at $200, the referral fee is going to be $30, which is the exact same thing as this product right here. Okay. Now, the fulfillment fee is going to be $7.40, which is way higher than the fulfillment fee for this specific product. Okay, for this product. The other thing that is going to be different is the inbound shipping. All right, so the inbound shipping is going to be 117 cents for the shoe. The inbound shipping is going to be 15 cents for the nature-made product. All right, so let me just bring myself back because I like to be there. So you can see that the fees are going to be different. The products cost, if you put the product at the same exact price, the fees are going to be different, because there's just so many fees that are different, and that are different, and things are going, like, you're never going to be able to predict for every single ASIN how the fees are going to differ. So this is why making your decision based on the profit margins is actually super dumb. It does not make any sense, because you can see that these two products, and I know I repeat myself a lot, but I really want this to enter you guys' brain, okay? The fees, product B charge more fees because the referral fee is different. No, the referral fee is actually the same, but the fulfillment fee, here we go. The fulfillment fee is different. The inbound shipping fee is going to be different. The inbound shipping cost, okay, not the fee, but you get the idea. So these two are going to be different. Because of this, the payout is going to be the same, but the price at which you are going to sell the product is going to be different, because this one you need to sell it at $205 to make the exact same amount of profit. So if you were to make your decision based on profit margins, you would actually buy this product. And let's just take another example, okay? Let's just assume that we actually sell this product at $202, okay? Our profit margins would be 56%. What are our profit margins on this one? 57.98. 56%, but we made 113 profit, which is not that good. We make 115.95. Let's just increase it a tiny bit. 114, so 56% profit margins, 57.98. Let's make it but let's just look at this way. Nah, it's not good enough. All right, let's make it at 205, 56%, and 115.68, 115.98. Okay, let's increase it a tiny bit more. Let's look at it this way. 116, 56.50, and I think this is perfect. 57.98. So if you were to judge those two products based just on the profit margins, right? This product would have a higher profit margins than this product, but at the end of the day, this product makes more profit than this product based on the difference of fees. Okay, so if you just judge by the profit margins, okay, which once again I'm going to repeat it because maybe somebody actually skipped the video until the end to actually see the end of the video. All right, watch the whole video, you dummy. But if we were to actually look at this way, if the only thing that we were looking at, okay, was the profit margins, this product is better, okay, which is actually not, because you make less profit. You make 115 profit instead of 116. You could be making 116 by buying this product, even if the profit margins are lower, right? So stop talking about profit margins. It does not matter, since Amazon is taking a lot of fees from us, okay? It would maybe matter. It may matter if you were to actually get the whole money into our bank account, but we don't, because Amazon withhold all the fees, and they just keep the fees. They do not actually give you that amount of money. So if you were to sell $24,000 this month, okay, you would only get on your account, you would only get $9,000. It's actually crazy. $9,000, $9,500, right? So stop looking at profit margins, look at return on investment, way better. So for example, on these two products, you would see that this product is actually better because the return on investment is higher. So if everything was equal and I had to choose in between those two products, I was able to sell this at this price, this at this price, I would not choose this because the profit margins is higher. I would choose this because the return on investment is higher, okay? So this should, hopefully, I made a whole 30-minute video so you guys can understand this. So the least you can do is please like this video, all right? Because finally, you're able to understand why profit margins are actually dumb, okay? It's actually a dumb metric to look at, and you should not be looking at that metric. You're never going to look at that metric, if I'm being honest, when actually making decisions for your Amazon business, all right? Because at the end of the day, if you have a 10% profit margins, but you are making a 50% return on investment, I'll take this instead of a 20% margins and a 40% return on investment, okay? Profit margins does not matter at all, all right? So yeah, hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, leave a like, subscribe, watch this video. If you want to keep watching, binge my video. You're going to learn one thing or two, all right? I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Thank you for watching.